I'm Sadie.
I'm Morgan.
And welcome to another episode of
Cocktail Confessions.
Yay!
We are, of course, drinking our house cocktail
Yes, ma'am.
because that is the shit we drink when we cocktail confession.
Yes.
Right?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, motherfuckers.
I was going to say that. You did it. Ah, wonderful. All right. Cocktail confessions. Is it your turn?
I don't know. I'll do it. Okay, let's see. Oh, fuck, man.
Do you want to do this one or no?
I mean, yeah, we have to do them when we pull them.
No.
We have to be
I'm just
real and
kidding.
authentic.
Okay,
It's a
go.
heavy one, though.
I've already been crying today, so I might as well just let it rip.
I wouldn't wish this life on anyone. I mean, I feel
Pass.
that.
No, I'm just kidding.
Right? I feel that, though.
Okay, go. Unload. Unpack.
Well, it's a really, that's a really hard one to unpack, right? Because we don't ever want to say that out loud. We don't want to talk about that because we don't want our kids to feel like they're not loved. But this life is fucking hard and the sacrifices being made, that part is what I wouldn't wish on anyone.
Well, and I guess that's the point of a cocktail confession is that we're saying the things that are so taboo that like no one ever wants to say.
Yes.
But it's so true. Like I love my fucking life.
Right.
And I love my fucking kids. Like there's no
Mhm.
question that I would not ever change this life.
Yeah.
But like I do not wish this on anybody.
Mm-mm. The constant fight or flight that we live in is hard, and it doesn't allot for much energy in other parts of our lives.
Damn, that's true.
Yeah.
Let me see this bad boy. I wouldn't wish this life on anyone. I mean, I wish that everybody could have a chance to feel the love
Yes.
and the appreciation
Yeah.
for the small things.
Yes.
I feel like I was not like a super great person before I had Ellie.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I've talked about that before.
Yeah.
I feel like she's made me a hands down just better human in
Mhm.
all the fucking ways. And
Yeah.
like that wouldn't have happened without
Mhm.
Ellie.
Right.
Miles, we just talked about glass siblings.
Yeah.
He is so empathetic.
Mhm.
And I know that wouldn't have happened without Ellie. I feel like there's, on top of the really horrible negative things, there's so much positive that I'm so thankful that we had Elle because none of us would have learned or lived this.
Mhm.
I would have never had this acceptance and joy
Well, like
without Elle.
For me, it's like I'm so grateful for the, like you're saying, the human that I'm becoming, and the endurance to the stress that I have now. I'm so grateful for the ways that it's pushed me to adapt to this lifestyle. But also I have, best friends that have very I don't want to say very, but they are experiencing a much more neurotypical lifestyle of parenting than I am. And I don't want them to have to have the stress endurance that I do. You know what I mean?
100%.
So it's like, I'm grateful for it, but also I'm grateful that
They don't have to live
these
this.
people I love with my whole heart don't
have to shower
it.
cry every day.
Right.
Car cry every day.
Right.
That makes sense.
It's a really interesting, and it's so taboo, but I think that was a really good one.
Me too.
Yeah. All right, your turn.
Yep, I'll do one more. I wish I could be weak and hide without a phone for a solid fucking week.
That's a good one.
I mean, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
The weight of the world. Well, every parent has the weight of the world on their shoulders, right?
Mhm.
That's just how it is to be a parent and be responsible for tiny other beings. It's not just
Right.
yourself. I feel like there's an extreme weight with parenting anyways. But like, if I die, let's just be bleak.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone even know who to contact for Ellie's therapies?
Wait, I do.
You do. You do. But that's like a real thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
who's going to know her schedule if I
Right.
die tomorrow?
Right.
Probably nobody. I mean, her dad is fantastic, but like I said,
Between me and Blake, we'd figure it
you
out.
guys would figure it out. But it would be nice to be able to disappear. Like, I'm getting ready to leave town for a week, actually 3 nights
Mm-hmm.
for my special needs moms retreat. And my husband's going to do a really great job of letting me, I already know, I'm going to not have my phone all day and I'm going to check in at nighttime when I get in bed. And that's all I'm going to have to do.
Yeah.
And that's going to be really amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to take a lot of work for that to happen.
Oh,
You know, I am going to write down all the things and how to cut her fucking sandwiches. And my husband is amazing and he's capable. So I don't want to sound that way at all. But it is different when the mom leaves town, you know?
Yeah, when
like
the safe person leaves.
he can just leave and bounce out. But I'm like, here's all the meals and stuff for her. And she's not going to wear this shirt, even though we own it. So like, don't. And if you're going to leave the house, she can wear a princess dress out. Like, just let things roll. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But it would be really nice to know that I could just disappear for a few days, like my husband. He could leave for work, bless his sweetheart, for 3 days, and no one has to hear from him because it's okay.
Right.
But I feel like that doesn't happen, right?
Well, just the fact, like, you know, my husband leaves for work now too, and usually no one even really knows if he's gone or not. As far as like our village, you know, and when I have left,
everybody
the
knows.
Village commences. Like, it is you know what I mean? And I've thought about that a lot, and like, it feels unfair.
This did come from a mom too, by the way. So maybe it is the way of, sorry, keep going.
Yeah, but no, it feels unfair to a certain point. But thinking like that isn't helpful at all.
Right.
Right. So it's a really heavy load, and to be able to clock out for even a day.
Yep, would be huge.
Yeah, and we can't. We just
maybe like, did he give her meds? Which I know he does. He's phenomenal about that, but still, there's just all the things like, oh, did he make sure she peed before bed so she doesn't pee her bed tonight? Or,
right.
You know, did the Band-Aids get put away after I used them last? Because if not, she's going to shred them into smithereens.
God.
Talking about Ada in my head right there.
Yep. Yeah, just being able to clock out, because
that's perfect. You just summed it up perfectly.
Yeah.
I want to clock out.
Like, there's also that piece too, you know, I don't ever want to diminish the neurotypical experience, but there is this idea that, you know, kids grow into, you know, teens, young adults, and the idea is that they fly, and we hope that they flourish, and right. And that's not always the case for us with this lifestyle. And so also knowing that it's a forever deal is also very daunting. And it's like, am I ever going to be able to clock out? Like, will I ever get a week to myself? And so there's that piece too. I think that if you know that that's in your future sometime, it's a little bit easier to hold on to it now. And for us, that freedom isn't necessarily
in the picture.
A given. Yeah.
It's nowhere even on the horizon.
So it weighs heavier.
It's like across the fucking ocean.
Right. Maybe. Might not even be there.
Right.
So I think that it weighs heavier too when there's not that possible light.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we should at least do one more.
Yeah. And then we'll just do all 3 of these in an episode.
Oh man, this is a good one.
Should we save that one for its own?
No.
Okay, go.
Sometimes my partner's optimism about our child's future makes me want to throat punch him.
Oh, that was mine. I can't even lie when they're mine.
Oh, man.
So I'll start this one off.
Yeah, girl.
I love my fucking husband. I've said it so many times. He is a phenomenal father, phenomenal partner. He's so fucking supportive. I don't know if it's the way he copes. I have hope. Like, you can't live in this, you cannot be in this world and not have hope in the
100%.
special needs
Yeah.
game, like, or you will just
Yeah.
all crash and burn.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like, for example, I guess we're just getting into this because it's Cocktail Confessions. We did the special needs school, evaluation. Ellie's not, quote unquote, it's not a match for her. And I'm like, eventually it's going to be a match in a couple of years, probably. But right now we're still good. And then my husband's like, yeah. And then when it is a match for her, it's just going to be for like a year or two. And then we'll just put her in like back into the regular school system. And I'm like, don't hit him. Don't hit him in the throat. Don't hit him in the throat. Don't hit him in the throat.
Yeah.
Because no, once she gets put in the special needs school,
Right.
there's no coming back for Ellie
Yeah.
once we reach that point.
Yeah.
We've got that intellectual disability, diagnosis. Like there's no coming back once she goes into that special needs school and we're there. And I just looked at him like, God damn, I just want to hit you sometimes, just straight in the throat. Like,
Right.
the fuck, bro, that's not real life. But instead of raining
Yeah.
his parade, I'm like, totally, you're totally right. And then he walked out of the room and I'm like, motherfucker.
To have that kind of optimism.
It's
Like
fantastic.
you don't want to squander that for
Not
someone.
at all, but it's not
Yeah.
real life.
Yeah.
But I really
know-
think he's just coping. It's his coping strategy.
I think that men, they process things so differently.
yeah.
And for a lack of a better term, I think it might be a little bit of like a denial situation.
Yeah, that makes
Where-
sense. That's what I think my husband is, because
Yeah.
That's
Because
what-
men are fixers.
mm-hmm.
And it's really hard for them to think of a situation that they can't fix.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that denial phase lingers a little bit longer, and it comes out, I mean, in best case scenario, as optimism.
Yep. I mean, it's
And-
not bad. That's why I feel so bad for having this thought.
Well, but like I know for you and me, and I don't know, maybe it's a generalized mom experience, but I know for you and me, like the acceptance piece is so big, and that helps us cope with everything else. And so to be able to accept, like, no, this is our reality, and maybe it'll be different, but also it could be just like this. It allows us to accept it and then move on and cope and
settle in.
and show up how we're needed. And because we know we can't fix it.
Yeah.
We're just here to like hold the safe container for it,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's my take on
The optimism of,
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. That's a hard one though, because I definitely have, for me, it comes out in like with, well, not even necessarily strangers, but just like other people that I talk with that like,
100%.
they're trying to
they
help.
They don't know.
right. And they're just trying to help and like, show that they
She'll learn.
care and,
Well, we hope she learns,
but she might not.
but she might not.
Right. Well, and I remember too, like, we've talked about like the quote unquote turning point in our friendship when I showed up and,
Yeah, with the backpack and crying on the. We all cried.
right. It wasn't even, when we sat at your bar for like 6
Mhm.
hours. And I remember you were like, God, I just wish someone would look at me when I talk about the shit issues and say, that fucking sucks.
Yep.
And it's like, no one we care about would ever say that because they think that's not helpful.
Yep.
And so their take on what's helpful is, well, she'll get better and,
I just
finding the positive. But really, sometimes all we fucking need is like
this
recognition that this sucks or this is different and
This is hard.
this different reality is what it is.
This is a lot.
Right.
Maybe that's what it is. I
Yeah.
just need him to I just need him sometimes to not be so supportive. I just need him to be like, you're right, this blows.
Okay, first world problems.
Fucking first world problems. Please don't be so supportive, husband. Pile of shit.
I mean, men are just such fixers.
Yeah.
And so at least ours are. So that's a big one. So anyway, today was a little bit of a heavier cocktail confession, but
Yeah.
still a really good one. So these topics are so taboo, and we really, really appreciate you sending them into us. And I'm going to admit right now, our bowl is getting a little bit empty.
Yeah, come on.
We need your cocktail confessions, your unhinged, taboo thoughts. Send them to us, because I hope that you know now that we really don't judge.
No.
And
I mean, I've been admitting my own cocktail confessions out loud, so that's probably not, but I can't hide it. So
see, I'm not even there yet. I'm not going to admit which ones are mine.
so
I have issues.
you know,
No, I think that's great. That's great.
I'm
not there yet. I'm not there yet. So I hope you know that if you send us your unhinged taboo thoughts, it will be safe with us.
Yeah.
But we really appreciate this, because we want to keep this going. We think that this is a really cool little segment that we're doing. So anyway, you're not alone, mamas.
Not alone.
Cheers. Cocktail confessions.
Woo-woo.
All right, mamas, real talk. We see you. We know how fiercely you love your babies. It's messy, it's exhausting, and somehow you still show up every damn day with your whole heart, because that's just what moms do.
So keep filling our inbox with confessions, because community is built when we tell the truth out loud. And together we are stronger. If this episode resonated, make sure to send it to a mama who needs to hear she's not alone.
And thanks for tuning in to another mini episode of Cocktail Confessions!
Yay!